Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a thankful Thursday. Let's have an absolutely brilliant day of learning and revisiting some old facts. So let's start our day with the peak state programming. So let's start. Today I'm very tired. We've had a long trip to Delhi, so I'm going to be sitting and doing it so everyone can do the way they're comfortable. Sanjay sir, let's have the music. Yes, 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 I'm a winner. Say that out loud. Let your mind know that you're a winner. Now, left leg in the front, right in the back, and let's run again. Yes, yes, yes. I'm a winner. How wonderful. All right, then. Can I have a reader for the day, please? Mitu, what do you want to read? If yes, please just. Thank you, my dear. So, how's the mirror work exercise going on? Yesterday we had day 3. Are you a little better with the mirrors? Have the mirrors become your friends? Are you more comfortable? What is happening in your life? You can always use chat box. And of course, today is Thursday, so we will be reflecting in the end about what's happening with us. So, please feel free to share your breakthroughs if you're comfortable. Nice. You're, yes, enjoying it. Good. Wonderful. Sanjay sir, let's have the first book for the day. I'm waiting for mirror work to open up. Yes, say everything with a smile. Good. I had some emotions coming out. Good. But I was an emotional mess. It's not an emotional mess. It's a good mess. It's good to be emotional because then you'll feel release. It's like a detox, better than before. Good. Today we're talking about letting go of our past. So till now we've just become a little comfortable with the mirror. Now why are we an emotional mess? Because we have a lot of clogged on emotions. So we let go of each one of them. So, letting go of your past, day 4. Today, you start to let go, release blame, forgive, and move on. So, let's go with this. Very, very important to. I'm glad, Ankur, that you're able to write the morning pages well and it's helping you release all the burden. How wonderful. Just right, just right. Very nice. Yes, more comfortable mirror work and morning writing, both are amazing. Thank you, Ankur. Thank you for that. Raviji is normal, good for that. Today you wrote 5 pages. How wonderful. Amazing, Ankur. More power to you. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Let's start, Mitu, with a reading for the day.
How did you do yesterday? Do you feel that you are learning to let go of some of your past hurts and tune your self talk to a more positive channel? I am so proud of you for loving yourself enough to do these lessons every day and to use your mirror work to reprogram all the old tapes you have been playing in your head. Ever since we were little children, every message we have received, everything we have said, everything we have done, everything we have experienced has been recorded in the filling cabinet in our core, our gut, and our solar plexus. I like to imagine that there are little messengers in there and that all our thoughts and experiences are recorded on tapes that the messengers put in the appropriate files. Many of us have been accumulating files with labels like I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, I don't do anything right. We are buried under piles of old negative tapes.
Let's get this very straight. We have trillions of cells in our body, right? Now, similarly, we have these little messengers who are taking the memories in the right place. So हमारी बॉडी के अंदर जैसे एक ऑफिस में फाइलिंग कैबिनेट्स होती हैं, हमारी बॉडी के अंदर फाइलिंग कैबिनेट्स हैं. सोलर प्लेक्सस में है जो आपके ड्रीम जोन है, स्टमक गट एरिया है. वहाँ जो आता है आपका कोर जो आता है, जहाँ जहाँ आपका कुछ भी जहाँ जिस डिपार्टमेंट से कंसर्न्ड है वहाँ की मेमोरीज फाइल हो रही हैं. एंड अब क्या हो रहा है, हम उस डेब्रिस के नीचे दबे जा रहे हैं. पुराना आया और आया और आया और आया और हम दब रहे हैं अंदर. सो अब जो हमने अक्यूमुलेट किया है ओवर ओवर एंड आउट अगेन, जो हमने इतना कुछ किया है, मिरर वर्क के थ्रू विल बी एबल टू रिलीज ऑल ऑफ दैट. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी आर राइट नाउ burdened. अब हम deburdened होंगे. We let go of our past very beautifully, very organically. So yes, let's read and understand this further.
Today, we are going to surprise the little messengers. We are going to do our mirror work and send new messages to our core. I'm willing to let go. I release blame. I'm ready to forgive. The messengers will pick up these new messages and say, what's this? Where does this get filed? We've never seen this one before. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be if every day you learned a new way to let go of the past and create harmony in your life? My dear ones, you have already started by doing your daily mirror work. Each day you are clearing out the layers, the blocks of the past. Each time you say an affirmation in front of the mirror, you are removing another layer. What are the layers of your past that are keeping you from living a happy and fulfilling life? What are the blocks preventing you from forgiving yourself and your past?
Get
I
this
think
right, sir. Half the times we're victimizing ourselves. हम victim बन रहे होते हैं. अरे ये हो गया मेरे साथ, ये हो गया, मैंने ये कर दिया. हम blame game में चलते रहते हैं. We are not able to forgive and we can't move on. So forgiving and forgetting is very important. But more than forgetting, clearing of anything is more important. Forget करने से क्या होता है, कहीं ना कहीं memory bank में वो memory रहती है. That memory bank stays in your memory. But if you're solving it, then there's nothing to forgive, there's nothing to forget because you've moved on. Why? Because you've understood that this was part of my being, it had to be there. It's like peeling off an onion layer by layer, layer by layer. Ultimately, there's nothing, right? It all defragments. So we have to keep affirming because that will only help us in removing our debris. So we have to keep clearing. So that is why 21 days of the exercise, please keep doing it. Do not stop yourself. Very important to keep forgiving. Please moving on because you have to realize that you have to go layer by layer, deeper and deeper and deeper. For this, if you're emotional, it's good. Jitna emotional hai, utna aapka detox ho rahe hain. So, all right, let's move.
I think we have trouble identifying these blocks because we honestly don't know what we want to let go of. We know what is not working in our life and we know what we want to have in our life. Yet, We don't know what's holding us back. Everything in your life is a mirror of who you are. Just as a mirror reflects your image, your experiences reflect your inner beliefs. You can literally look at your experiences and determine what your beliefs are. If you look at the people in your life, you will see that they are all mirroring some belief you have about yourself. If you are always being criticized at work, it is probably because you are critical and have become the parent who criticized you as a child. Remember, when something that's happening in your life does not feel comfortable for you, you have the opportunity to look inside and ask, how am I contributing to this experience? What is it within me that believes I deserve this? How can I change this belief? How can I forgive myself and my past and learn to let go and move on? Let's affirm I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I am at peace.
So let's stay with this. Thank you, Methu. Let's all stay with it. Shivani, when you have a saying which says we're ready to move on, but others are not ready to stop the blame game, which means, Shivani, others are a reflection of you. अभी आपने ही ब्लेम गेम बंद नहीं किया और आपको लग रहा है कि मैं रेडी हूँ मूव ऑन करने को, बट यू हैवंट स्टॉप्ड ब्लेमिंग. So please, the last questions are meant for all of us who want to move on but are not able to move on and who are still blaming or feeling that we are victims. So we have to look deeper within ourselves, start asking ourselves, how am I contributing to this experience? Why are these people saying this thing to me? Why can't they let go of past? What is it within me that believes I deserve this? कहीं ना कहीं हमको लग रहा है कि it's too good to be true. So that's why, this is happening with me. It had to happen. Those questions, those thoughts are going on in our mind. Now, how do we change this belief? Simply by affirming. How do we change this entire fact? Simply by asking, can I forgive myself and my past? I was much younger. I wasn't so matured. I wasn't so experienced. I wasn't spiritual. I did not know. Now, can I learn to let go and move on? Because this was in the past and I had only attracted this. So the minute you say that I had attracted this entire thing, लोग क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं, लोग मूव ऑन नहीं करना चाह रहे, वो सिचुएशन भी मैंने बनाई थी, उन लोगों ने नहीं बनाई थी, मैंने सोचा और बनाई. द मिनट आप अपने ऊपर वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी शिफ्ट कर लेते हैं, यू विल बी little better and you'll be able to let go of the old limitations. Shivani and everyone else, please use this affirmation. I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go and I am at peace. Very, very important. So these affirmations come to us every single day. Now, if you want to write your affirmations, you can write them. I'm only giving you hard thought to write. But if you think you have this affirmation to work on, it's a part of Louis Hay's book. So please write it. If you want me to include this in the assignment, I will include. Please let me know about that so that if it's a reminder for all of you, go for it. Today, what do we do? Today, in our mirror exercises, we're standing in front of the mirror again. We're taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, all the tension leaves our body. So just inhale and just exhale. Just say, I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. Okay, I'm going to include it. Now look at your forehead. This is the place. All of you, a lot of you, I'm not saying all of you, a lot of you have grown up seeing those tape recorders. Now we had those, eject ka button hota tha. Video recorders, tape recorders. All of us have almost gone through it except for UV and the very young ones. So remember, यहाँ आप eject का button दबा रहे हैं. All the old beliefs and negative thoughts जो आपके अंदर tape लगी हुई थी, उसको आप घर दिमाग के बाहर निकाल रही हैं, पुलिंग दैट रिकॉर्डिंग आउट ऑफ योर माइंड, बिकॉज आपको अपने दिमाग में वो कचरे को बाहर साफ करना है. until you do a complete safai, you will not be able to move on. So, and there are lots of old beliefs and negative thoughts in our mind which are keep playing again and again on a loop, again and again on a loop. So usko bahar nikalna hai. Then to look in deep into your eyes and say, let's make a new recording of positive beliefs and affirmations. अब आपकी बॉडी को पता ही नहीं है कि क्या क्या होता है मेरे साथ, क्या क्या हुआ है, अब कुछ नया करने जा रहे हैं. सो अगेन यू हैव टू टेल योर बॉडी, ओके अब टाइम आ गया है एक एब्सोल्युटली नई रिकॉर्डिंग बनाने का, नए बिलीफ बनाने का, नए एफर्मेशंस बनाने का. And then loudly we'll say, I am willing to let go. I release. I let go. I release all tension. I release all fear. I release all anger. I release all guilt. I release all sadness. I let go of old limitations and beliefs. I let go. And I am at peace. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with the process of life. I am safe. ये पूरा का पूरा आप लोग प्लीज जोर की बोलिएगा. इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ एक्सरसाइज. हम पोस्ट भी करते हैं, अमृता भी भेजती है, असाइनमेंट में भी आता है. इसको मिरर के सामने देखकर अपने आप को बोलना है, बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं हमारे दिमाग में वो पुरानी thoughts ऐसे stuck हैं that we are unable to move on. So until you do this, and this sadness could be anything, this guilt could be anything. Not giving your sibling something probably is making you feel guilty when a childhood. Not being able to embrace something is probably, something like being turned down by the person you had a crush on, but also attribute to some sadness or some feeling, oh, I wasn't worth it. You never know. अंदर क्या क्या कचरा भरा हुआ है, कुछ पता ही नहीं. So you have to clear your mind. You have to tell yourself that I am now at peace with myself, and only then can you and I move on. Repeat these affirmations 2 or 3 times a day. फर्स्ट थिंग इन द मॉर्निंग सेशन के बाद आप कर लीजिएगा, फिर 6 आवर्स के बाद, फिर रात को एक बार कर लीजिएगा सोने से पहले. तो जब 3 बार आप कर लेंगे, सो यू विल बी एबल टू feel much better. Throughout the day, whenever any difficult situations arise or thoughts arise, take out your selfie mobile mirror, look at your affirmations and speak them out loud. Repeat them, say them out, get familiar. So now if you are working in office, please अपने ऑफिस का अगर दरवाज़ा बंद कर सकते हैं, 5 मिनट अपने आप को दीजिए and just do it. Obviously, you don't want to come, you are doing your affirmation and office peon is knocking and saying, I have some work to do. You don't want that to happen, right? So please take out 5 minutes specially for this. Get comfortable. It's a therapy. So isko avoid mat kariega. It's very, very, very important to do it. Now, what do we do in journaling? The power is within us. Our day 4 journaling exercise. I find that most of the problem in our lives are caused by what I call the big four: criticism, fear, guilt, and resentment. In your journal, create 4 columns. Think about what role they play in your life. Write your thoughts and feelings about each category in the appropriate column. इसमें आपको 10 से 15 मिनट लग सकते हैं आज, क्योंकि आप अपने जर्नल में 4 कैटेगरीज बनाएंगे: क्रिटिसिज्म, फियर, गिल्ट एंड रिजेंटमेंट. कहाँ क्रिटिसिज्म में कहाँ आपको लग रहा है, गिल्ट में क्या लग रहा है आपको, फियर में क्या लग रहा है, रिजेंटमेंट में क्या लग रहा है. आपको इसके बारे में अपनी थॉट्स एंड फीलिंग्स लिखनी है. उससे बहुत क्लैरिफिकेशन होगा, अंदर की सफाई होगी. From step 1, take the 2 categories you wrote the most about and write down 10 positive affirmations in each category. अब 4 कैटेगरीज हैं, उसमें अगर 2 कैटेगरी में आपने एक में 8 पॉइंट लगा दिए, एक में 7 लगा दिए, बाकी में 3-4 हैं, तो 7-8 वाला पिकअप कर लीजिएगा. और उसमें आपकी जो नेगेटिविटी है, जो आपकी फीलिंग्स हैं, उसके हिसाब से 10 एफर्मेशंस बना लीजिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, क्रिटिसिज्म में मैं अपने आप को बार बार बोलती हूँ कि मैं बहुत डार्क हूँ, या मैं बहुत बोल्ड हूँ, या मैं बहुत मोटा हूँ. सो मैं क्रिटिसाइज़ करता रहता हूँ, कि क्या रंग कैसा है, बॉडी कैसी है. क्रिटिसाइज़ करने में मैं माहिर हूँ. दूसरों को मैं बोलती हूँ तुम्हारे ये ठीक नहीं है, तुम्हारे बहुत दाने हैं, तुम ऐसा है, तुम वैसा. अगर क्रिटिसाइज या मैं स्टाफ से खुश नहीं हूँ. क्रिटिसिज्म में अगर मेरे पॉइंट्स मैक्सिमम हैं, तो क्रिटिसिज्म में मैं अपने एफर्मेशन बनाऊंगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंने बोला मैं बहुत डार्क हूँ, तो मैं बोलूँगी आई एक्सेप्ट माई कम्प्लेक्शन वेरी कम्फर्टेबली, आई एक्सेप्ट इट. फिर अगर मैं बोलती हूँ मैं बहुत डांट रही लोगों को, आई एम काम एंड आई एम पीसफुल. अपने एफर्मेशंस आप खुद बना पाएंगे, बहुत रिलीज फील करेंगे जब आप बना पाएंगे. So for example, if one of the categories is resentment, you might write affirmations like, I now choose to release all hurt and resentment. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to give. So very important to see where you're going and what you're writing. Everything in our life is a mirror of who we are. Get this very clear. Everything in our life is a mirror of who we are. Think of the people in your life who are the most challenging for you. How are the traits that bother you most about them? Write those down. सो अगर कोई लोग हैं जो हमें मूव ऑन नहीं करना देना चाह रहे, ब्लेम गेम कर रहे हैं, देयर इज अ रीजन वो आपकी लाइफ में आए हैं. प्लीज, रिजेंटमेंट इज मैं किसी को फॉरगिव नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, अपने अंदर मैंने गुबार भर के रखा हुआ है कि मेरे साथ ऐसा उसने क्यों किया, मेरे इन लॉज ने मुझे जॉब करना क्यों अलाउ नहीं किया, और मैं पढ़ी लिखी हूँ एंड वो मुझे अलाउ नहीं करते, ट्राइंग टू कंट्रोल मी, और मुझे उनके अगेंस्ट एंग्स्ट है. आई एम रिजेंटिंग द फैक्ट कि मुझे अलाउ नहीं कर रहे, वो रिजेंटमेंट है मेरे अंदर. या मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मुझे अब्रॉड पढ़ने नहीं दिया जबकि मेरा इतना मन था, तो मैं आज भी रिजेंट कर रही हूँ. या मेरी फोर्सिबली शादी कर दी विद द बॉय ऑफ द गर्ल ऑफ देयर चॉइस, जबकि आई लाइक अ गर्ल डिफरेंट कम्युनिटी की थी, मुझे अलाउ नहीं करा. तो आज तक कहीं ना कहीं मेरे मन में उसका ख्याल है, एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू टेक माई दिस पार्टनर वेरी वेल. दीज आर लिटिल लिटिल थिंग्स फॉर रिजेंटमेंट. यू नेवर नो रिजेंटमेंट किस किस चीज़ से होता है, बट होता है, डेफिनेटली होता है. या बचपन में मेरा ड्रीम था कि मेरी वाइफ सिर्फ मुझे लव करे और मेरी एक ही गर्लफ्रेंड होगी, वो जो मेरी वाइफ बन जाएगी, बट उसको तो मुझसे तलब ही नहीं है. सो मुझे उस बात का भी रिजेंटमेंट है. रिजेंटमेंट हज़ार चीज़ के लिए हो सकता है. सो आपको करना है, आई रिलीज माई सेल्फ, आई हैव टू गिव, आई एम मोर अबाउट लव. जो भी आपको कंफर्टेबल लगे आपको बोलना है. पहले अपने रिजेंटमेंट को या पहले अपने चारों फैक्ट्स को देख लीजिए, जिसमें मैक्सिमम है उसके एफर्मेशंस देख लीजिए. Look at the traits that you listed in step 3. स्टेप 3 में आपने उस इंसान के बारे में लिखा जो आपको बहुत बॉदर करता है, आपके लिए बहुत चैलेंजिंग है. सिचुएशन या इंसान कुछ भी हो सकता है. नंबर 4 में अब आप उसको ध्यान से स्कैन कर रहे हैं, एंड नाउ यू विल हैव टू राइट डाउन हाउ ईच ऑफ दीज ट्रेट्स मिरर्स अ बिलीफ दैट यू हैव अबाउट योरसेल्फ. सब लोग रिफ्लेक्शन होते हैं हमारी, सब लोग. नेगेटिव देख रहे हैं तो भी रिफ्लेक्शन है, गिल्टी है तो भी रिफ्लेक्शन है. अब जो हम इंसान सिचुएशन बॉदर कर रही है, इंसान आपका फादर हो सकता है कि मुझे बिजनेस करने नहीं देता, अपने हिसाब से कंट्रोल करते हैं. तो ये आपके अंदर भी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है. आप अपने अंदर झांकें, आप भी स्टाफ को या किसी को कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं. सो अब जब रियलाइज करेंगे आप, तब आप देखें, राइट डाउन ईच ऑफ दीज ट्रेट्स द मिरर अ बिलीफ दैट यू हैव अबाउट योरसेल्फ. आपको क्या बिलीफ है? मैं संभालता हूँ फैक्ट्री अच्छे से, आपकी तो ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, मैं तो नए दुनिया का हूँ, आप तो ओल्ड फैशन हो. आपका वो बिलीफ आपका बन गया है. नाउ दैट इज ऑल्सो अ प्रॉब्लम. You might also want to write down what you have learned about yourself in today's exercise. अब इसके एंड में आपको अपने लिए क्लियर मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि अरे मेरा तो ये प्रॉब्लम है, अब ये प्रॉब्लम है, तो अब क्या है, आई कैन लेट गो. सब चीज़ का अंदर जाने के लिए यू हैव टू गो डीपर डीपर डीपर. प्लीज पील ऑफ योर लेयर्स. यू आर नॉट शोइंग दिस असाइनमेंट टू मी और टू एनीबडी, राइट? ये आपकी खुद की जर्नल के अंदर आपके साथ रहे, कोई भी नहीं पढ़ रहा है. जब आपके साथ कोई पढ़ नहीं रहा है तो किसको हम दिखा रहे हैं? देखिए, व्हाट हैपेंस इन लाइफ इज, आई एम ट्राइंग, प्रॉब्ली मैं अपना एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ कि मैं आपके सामने बड़ा अच्छा बनना चाहती हूँ. सो आप मेरी फैमिली हैं, आप मेरे बच्चे हैं, पेरेंट्स हैं, तो आई वांट टू शो माय बेस्ट थिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. लेकिन अब जब मुझे पता है कि ना फैमिली देख रही है, ना पेरेंट्स देख रहे हैं, ना कुछ देख रहा है, मैं अपने आप देख रही हूँ, मुझे किससे चिंता है? जो भी है लिख लो ना. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एक्सरसाइज करना आज का. प्लीज़ इसको हल्की में मत लीजिएगा. प्लीज़, पॉइंट 4 ये है, दे ऑल लिंक्ड चंद्रा, दे ऑल लिंक्ड. सो फर्स्ट हमें क्या करना है, अपने 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड करना है. 2 पेजेस ले लीजिएगा, 1 2 3 4. अब गिल्ट किस में आ रहा है? आई एम गिल्टी कि मैंने ये ढंग से नहीं करा तो ये हो गया. क्रिटिसिज्म है कि मैं लोग को बहुत क्रिटिसाइज करता हूँ, अच्छा नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है, वो नहीं है. डर है मुझे, फियर है मुझे कि ऐसा नहीं होगा तो क्या हो जाएगा. या मुझे बहुत रिजेंटमेंट है, लोगों की तरफ गिला शिकवा है, कि आपने ये नहीं किया, आपने वो नहीं किया, आपकी वजह से मैं ये नहीं कर पाया. पहला पॉइंट वो. दूसरा पॉइंट, जिस कैटेगरी में ज़्यादा हमने पॉइंट लिखे हैं उन कैटेगरीज में हमको 10 एफर्मेशन हर पॉइंट पे लिखनी है. दैट्स नंबर 2. 10 एफर्मेशंस फॉर दैट. नंबर 3 क्या हुआ, सारे लोग जो हमें चैलेंज करते हैं, सिचुएशंस जो हमें चैलेंज करती है, वो हमारे प्रतिबिंब होते हैं. दे आर रिफ्लेक्शंस. दे आर चैलेंजिंग अस बिकॉज नाउ दैट ट्रेट इज विद इन अस. हमारे अंदर भी वो क्वालिटी है. उनके बारे में हमें जो बहुत परेशान कर रही है चीज़, वो हमारा खुद का ट्रेट होता है. सो वी हैव टू राइट दीज डाउन वेरी क्लियरली. Understand that. I hope that's clear. Number 4. Now, when you look at those traits about yourself, You will find कि oh my god, this is me. I didn't even realize कि मेरे अंदर गेट प्रोग्रामिंग हो रखी थी. एक नया पहलू आपको अपने बारे में मालूम पड़ेगा आज. उसके बाद आप लोग अब कैसे करूँ? सिंपली आपको अफर्म करना है, आई कैन लेट गो. जो मेरी पुरानी हैबिट्स थी मैंने बनाई थी और मैं ही उनको छोड़ सकता हूँ. We create habits and patterns because they serve us in some way. It is amazing how many illnesses we create because we want to punish a parent. We may not be doing this consciously. In fact, in most cases, it is not conscious. But then we start looking within. We find the pattern. We often create negativity because we do not know how to handle some area of life. If that's the case, ask yourself, what am I feeling sorry about? Who am I angry at? What am I trying to avoid? How do you think this will save me? आज डे है अपने अंदर झांकने का, सोचने का. अगर गाड़ी भी चला रहे हैं आप एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं. रिकॉर्ड कर लीजिए क्वेश्चंस कि आप भूले नहीं. रिफ्लेक्ट करना शुरू कर दीजिए. वॉइस नोट यूज कर लीजिए अगर आप लिख भी नहीं पा रहे हैं. अभी रिफ्लेक्शन का टाइम आ रहा है. जस्ट रिफ्लेक्ट. Once you reflect, you'll be able to understand. If you're not ready to let something go, you really want to hold on to it because it serves you. It doesn't matter what you do. You will not be able to let go. जो लोग वजन से परेशान हैं, अगर आप लोग एक्सरसाइज हमसे कर लेंगे तो वजन भी गिरेगा बिकॉज वजन प्रोटेक्शन लेयर के लिए पहना हुआ है आपने. जब आप अंदर जाएंगे आपको अपना वजन उतारना नहीं है बिकॉज वो आपको चाहिए प्रोटेक्शन लेयर के लिए. इट डजेंट मैटर व्हाट यू डू, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू लेट गो. सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है अंदर रिट्रोस्पेक्ट करना, अंदर देखना कि क्या, अंदर झांकना. Yes, punish your parents, Niriksha. My father didn't allow me to get married to the boy I wanted, or my father did not allow me to study this particular course, or my father didn't allow. Unknowingly, you're holding a grudge against your parent, or my mama didn't allow me this, or my thing didn't allow me this. Ultimately, parents are the source. You don't even realize आप पेरेंट्स के लिए कैसे बात करते हैं. पापा को तो बहुत गुस्सा है, मम्मा तो समझती नहीं है, अपना खुद का चलती रहती है, पता नहीं कब समझेगी. दिस इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ रिजेंटमेंट. Whether we realize or not, that's how it is. So Niriksha, you may not have thought of it, but this is very prevalent. आप अपने खुद के संघ से पूछेगा, 7 जनों का जो संघ है उसमें भी बहुत लोग निकलेंगे. Yes, and they'll say we have things about a parent we don't like. In fact, everyone has that. It's funny. And you want to make them right. For that, sometimes it's just okay. So yes, that's how it goes. All right. So any questions about this chapter? आज का बहुत important chapter तो मैंने time लिया क्योंकि अगर आज हमने chapter अच्छे से कर लिया तो बहुत कचरा निकलेगा अंदर से. So are we okay? If we are okay, then I'm going to start my meditation later. Is that fine? मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया affirmation resentment का. For example, I can't for example, my dad has really been angry with me in childhood. और मुझे बहुत क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं. मुझे लगता है कि हर समय डांटते रहते हैं. So I am at peace with my father and I accept him and I take all that he gives me very positively. We create that. कि उनकी डांट भी मेरे अच्छे वेलफेयर के लिए. अब मुझे उनकी डांट नहीं लगती, लगता है कि मुझे बेटर करने के लिए है. So very important to create. And yes, so in my life, I had resentment against my father that he got me married to somebody who he thought was best for me. And I developed cancer. So that is how I created cancer. So you're saying, how do you create illness because of that? Of course, resentment is the biggest reason why you create cancer. I'm a live example. Why do you think I'm here? Just because I thought that if I've gone through something, people shouldn't go through it. So, and this book is beautiful. It's really an amazing therapy. Sanjay sir, let's move on to the power of a subconscious mind. All right. So let's understand. Today is we're about storytelling. So let's understand the story about how she succeeded. So let's go for it. Neetu, please read for us.
How she succeeded in getting what she wanted. There is a young lady who regularly comes to my lectures and classes. She had to change buses 3 times. It took her 1.5 hours each time to come to the lectures. In one lecture, I explained how a young man who needed a car in his work received one. She went home and experimented as outlined in my lecture. Here is her letter. in part, narrating her application of my method and published by her permission. Dear Dr. Murphy, this is how I received a Cadillac car. I wanted one to come to the lecture regularly. In my imagination, I went through the In my imagination, I went through the identical process I would go through if I were actually driving a car. I went to the showroom and the salesman took me for a ride in one. I also drove it several blocks. I claimed the Cadillac car as my own over and over again. I kept the mental picture of getting into the car, driving it, feeling the upholstery, etc., consistently over 2 weeks. Last week, I drove to your lectures in a Cadillac. My uncle in Inglewood passed away and left me his Cadillac and his entire estate.
So when you creatively visualize, of course, she never thought that she'll inherit the car, right? लेकिन उसको इतना कैडिलैक का मन था कि अंकल ने छोड़ दिया आफ्टर ही पास्ट अवे. क्या रास्ते खुलेंगे, क्या दरवाजे खुलेंगे आपके ड्रीम्स पूरे होने के लिए, आपको नहीं पता. आपको सिर्फ ड्रीम्स दिखने हैं, उसको ऐसे एक्ट करना है कि वो ड्रीम अभी साकार हो रहा है. क्रिएटिव विजुअलाइजेशन इज अबाउट थिंकिंग ऑफ इट एज इफ इट्स कम ट्रू एंड फीलिंग इन इट. फील करें अभी कि अभी हो रहा है. That's why she went for a test drive. She felt it. She said, and she kept feeling that she owns it. And just 2 weeks, सिर्फ 2 हफ्ते किया उसने, उसको गाड़ी मिल गई. पता ही नहीं चलता कब कहाँ क्या मिल जाएगा. So please बड़े सपने देखें, देखें मतलब उनको एक्चुअल में देखें कि वो पूरे हो रहे हैं, तभी जाके वो पूरे होंगे. सिर्फ दिमाग में सपने बुन लेने से, ख्याली पुलाव बनाने से नहीं होगा. आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, मैनिफेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, उसको देखना पड़ेगा. Now let's remember one more thing. There's another story there's another actually technique which people have been using. So people who are in business, this is going to be helpful for you. Let's read about this. A success technique employed by many outstanding executives and businessmen. Let's read it.
There are many prominent businessmen who quietly use the abstract term success over and over many times a day until they reach a conviction that success is theirs. They know that the idea of success contains all the essential elements of success. Likewise, you can begin now to repeat the word success in yourself with faith and conviction. Your subconscious mind will accept it as true of you, and you will be under a subconscious compulsion to succeed. You are compelled to express your subjective beliefs, impressions, and convictions. What does success imply to you? You want undoubtedly to be successful in your home life and in your relationship with others. You wish to be outstanding in your chosen work or profession. You wish to possess a beautiful home and all the money you need to live comfortably and happily. You want to be successful in your prayer life and in your contact with the powers of your subconscious mind. You are a businessman also because you are in the business of living. Become a successful businessman by imagining yourself doing what you long to do and possessing the things you long to possess. Become imaginative, mentally practice in the reality of the success, mentally participate in the reality of the successful state. Make a habit of it. Go to sleep feeling successful every night and perfectly satisfied, and you will eventually succeed in implanting the idea of success in your subconscious mind. Believe you were born to succeed, and wonders will happen as you pray.
So बहुत important है prayers. If you want to be successful in your prayer life, then what do? You must get in contact with the powers of subconscious mind. You must wake up successful, you must sleep successful, you must have those affirmations. So अगर आपने आज बिजनेस किया और कुछ आउटस्टैंडिंग नहीं भी हुआ बिजनेस में, या अगर आपने सपोज आप डाइट करना चाह रहे हैं, पतला होना चाह रहे हैं, आपने आज कुछ पतले होने के लिए काम नहीं भी किया, तो आप अपने लिए बोलें कि हाँ आज एक स्टेप बेटर चली मैं, मे बी आई वॉक अ फ्यू मोर 100 स्टेप्स मोर, मुझे पता भी नहीं चला. Start living with the idea that success is coming to me easily, that I am successful, that whatever I want I get very easily. Start saying affirmations, start feeling that, and start implanting those ideas in your mind. When you start implanting those ideas, they will become little saplings and then big plants and then trees. They will become bigger. So please start inviting that idea again and again and again in your mind. Please repeat the word success as much as possible, that I am successful, I am successful. जो भी हम करें, I'm successful. Entrepreneur हो, home maker हो, anybody. Get this idea very clear. Let me do a summary today with this chapter that we've done the last 3 days. Profitable pointers. Success means successful living. When you are peaceful, happy, joyous, and doing what you love to do, you are successful. Everyone's agreeing with me on this? जो हमें पसंद है और हम करते हैं, so we do feel successful. Yeah, it feels accomplished. किसी को problem होगा, so please let me know. I'm going to translate. Number 2, find out what you love to do and then do it. If you don't know your true expression, ask for guidance and the lead will come. So if you found what you love to do, great. If you haven't found, just ask your higher self, what is best for me? Just guide me and you will get the guidance. Number 3, specialize in your particular field and try to know more about it than anyone else. It's always good that you are the ultimate subject. You know everything about your subject. Whatever you love to do, you have mastery over it. Ask any question and you know everything. Keep excelling, keep learning, keep growing. Number 4, a successful man is not selfish. His main desire in life is to serve humanity. So very important to serve humanity. Now this could be anyhow. This could be ज्ञान के माध्यम से, it could be monetary के माध्यम से, it could be helping in some other way. You never know. You should have the idea that I am successful, great, but then I am serving people also. People are also rising with me. There is no true success without peace of mind. So if you're not peaceful, you're never successful. If you're not able to sleep in the night, there's no success. A successful man possesses great psychological and spiritual understanding. Psychologically, he will understand, okay, I give and I get. Spiritually, he'll know that if I criticize, I will never be able to go up. It's all about love. Everything is about love. If I am thinking that my company will rise bigger, my staff has to rise. If they don't rise, my company can't go bigger. So he'll have a spiritual understanding also. It's all is from love, all is from oneness. Number 7, if you imagine an objective clearly, you will be provided with the necessities through the wonder working power of your subconscious mind. So please, please, please get your goals clear, get your objectives clear. You have to be very clear. Once you're clear, your absolutely wonderful, magical subconscious mind will give you the extra accessories, the side add-ons. Everything will keep coming. एक आपका object clear होना चाहिए. Your thought fused with feelings become a subjective belief. And according to your belief, it is done unto you. जब तक thoughts fuse नहीं होंगी आपके heart से, coherence नहीं होगा, तब तक वो manifest नहीं होगा. आपको यहाँ से कुछ चाहिए, but यहाँ से आप विश्वास नहीं कर पा रहे, feeling नहीं ला पा रहे, it will not happen. You have to make the two agree and then it will come. So start feeling that feeling. For this, we keep saying fake it till you make it. Start acting it out. Ultimately, it will happen. The power of sustained imagination draws forth the miracle working powers of your subconscious mind. Sustained imagination is very important to be seen. You have to sustain, be committed, integrity होनी चाहिए. करना है तो करना है. मैनिफेस्टेशन करनी है तो करनी है. सेशन में सुबह आना है तो आना है. 1-to-1 डेज की बात है, चलो कर लेते हैं. हाँ, नींद आ रही है, कर लेते हैं. But it's okay, जब करना है तो करना है, कमिटमेंट है तो है. टेल योर सेल्फ कि मुझे कमिटेड रहना है, मुझे इमेजिन करना है, मुझे मैनिफेस्ट करना है. देयर इज नो टू वेज कि आज नहीं किया कल कर लूंगी, नहीं, रोज करना है. सुबह नहीं कर पाए, ओके फाइन, कुछ रीजन से नहीं कर पाए, थोड़ा लेट सुबह कर लीजिए, दोपहर में कर लीजिए, बट सस्टेन इमेजिनेशन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. दैट विल टेल योर माइंड, अरे रोज सोच रही है, रोज सोच रही है, चलो ये कर दो इसके लिए. अभी मैं कभी कमिटेड नहीं हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपको अगर वेट लूज करना है, आज आपने एक बहुत बड़ी मील खा ली और 5 दिन आपने अच्छा किया, बट 2 दिन आपने स्क्रू अप कर दिया. बॉडी विल बी इन कन्फ्यूजन ना कि अरे पतला होना है नहीं होना, मुझे नहीं पता, मैं वेट लूज करूँ नहीं करूँ, क्या करूँ. कन्फ्यूजन कन्फ्यूजन कन्फ्यूजन. पर अगर आपने 5-7 दिन हल्का खाना दिया तो बॉडी बोल, अरे ये तो बड़ा अच्छा हल्का मिल रहा है, नाउ लेट मी स्टार्ट लूजिंग वेट, बिकॉज अब तो कैलोरीज आई नहीं रही, तो एक्स्ट्रा वेट को लूज कर देते हैं, अब जरूरत ही नहीं है, बिकॉज मुझे बर्निंग के लिए इतना चाहिए ही नहीं. So you have to make something sustained, integrity, commitment. I always say these are the 3 virtues. अगर हमने ये इनको adapt कर लिया ना, life में anyways magic आ जाते हैं. Commitment is the most important. Number 10. If you are seeking promotion in your work, imagine your employer, supervisor, or loved one congratulating you on your promotion. Make the picture vivid and real. Hear the voice, see the gestures, feel the reality of it. कि हाथ शेक किया है, आपके यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं, very good. Feel it. Continue to do this frequently, and through frequent occupancy of your mind, you will experience the joy of the answered prayer. Get these very, very, very clear in your mind. This is who we are. Number 11. Your subconscious mind is a storehouse of memory. For a perfect memory, affirm frequently. The infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind reveals to me everything I need to know at all times, everywhere. So अगर आपने subconscious mind से या अपनी soul से आपकी अभी communication नहीं हुई, you don't know your higher self's name, it's fine. आपको ये तो पता है ना कि मेरे अंदर soul है, right? और soul को सब कुछ पता है, वो हजारों हजार साल की लाइफ लेकर आ रही है, ये तो पता है आपको. So at least आप ये acknowledge तो कर सकते हैं. You can say, right, that the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind, of my soul reveals to me everything I need to know. बोल तो सकते हैं आप. At least start affirming. जब आप affirm करेंगे, acknowledge करेंगे, तो वो भी आपके लिए करना चाहेगी. वो बोलेगी, अरे ये तो ready है सुनने को मेरी बात, चलो अब इसको solution देते हैं. अभी तो solution मिल ही नहीं रहे थे हमें, क्योंकि हम बोल ही नहीं रहे थे. अगर आप मुझे एक्नॉलेज करेंगे किसी बात के लिए कि प्राची तुमने ये बहुत अच्छा किया मेरे लिए, आई विल टेंड टू हैव अ सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर फॉर यू. ऑब्वियसली योर सोल विल से, ओ शी वांट्स टू लिसन टू मी, ही वांट्स टू लिसन टू मी, ओके लेट मी गिव इट टू हिम. So get this acknowledgement and attitude of gratitude is very important. Please acknowledge your intelligence, acknowledge your wisdom. If you wish to sell a home or property of any kind, affirm slowly, quietly and feelingly as follows. अब आपको प्रॉपर्टी बेचनी है तो आपको धीरे बोलना है, आराम से बोलना है और फीलिंगली बोलना है. यू हैव टू फील इट. Infinite intelligence attracts to me the buyer for this house, this property, who wants it and who prospers in it. ये देखा आपने? Who prospers in it. पहले से ही आप उसको गुडनेस विश कर रहे हैं, जो आपका प्रॉपर्टी का बायर है. So that is the bigger purpose, and this purpose will help you sell your property very fast. Now sustain this awareness, and the deeper currents of your subconscious mind will bring it to pass. Remember one thing in life, दूसरों के फायदे में आपका फायदा है. उल्टा करते आ रहे हैं हम लोग, मैं पहले अपना फायदा देख लूं, उसके बाद देख लूंगा दूसरों का. नहीं, अगर आप कोई प्रोडक्ट बेच रहे हैं, उनको फ़ायदा हो रहा है तो आपको फ़ायदा होगा, उनको नुकसान हो रहा है तो आपको भी नुकसान होगा. Number 13, the idea of success contains all the elements of success. Repeat the words success to yourself frequently with faith, conviction, and you will be under subconscious compulsion to succeed. So very important to get this, I am successful. I am successful. And everything happens to me organically. And my infinite wisdom, my infinite intelligence always guides me, is always communicating with me. and you will succeed in life. Nothing can change that away from you. So thank you for reading, Meetu, and now we'll move on to our Loving Ourselves book. Tomorrow we start a brand new chapter, number 12. What is the scientific perception about this? So just get these facts very clear. We learn about success and wealth together. Absolutely. Success and wealth go hand in hand. If you are successful, wealth will come to you. If you're successful in making other people happy, wealth will come to you. So if I'm a architect and if I'm making a house, just okay, मेरा एक ad हो रहा है कि मेरा pretty house, or my great time here. This is the reading corner. This is the reflection corner. This is the place where they have fun and meeting their friends. And this is where they'll really have great memories. And this is a house where they love to live. Their vibration every day. Oh, architect ne bada acha ghar bana hai. He's made a fantastic house for me. Will keep coming to me again and again and again. And those vibes will make me successful. So always think about your client, your, whoever your customers are or whoever the people are above yourself. Automatically, you will become successful. Get this very clear. This is how life is, especially financially, even emotionally, actually, in all parts. If you think of others first, you are bound to grow great guns. So, until Sir showcases the book, today is all about understanding the power of water in our body. So, let's understand. Sir, how long will it take? So, should I start or how do I go about it? So, if we have our health in our hand, water is most important to understand how. So, it's a cue for
Page,
all of us.
page number, because just
Page number 151. I hope, sir, we have the PDF now instead of the scan pages.
Prachi, I have the book. I can start reading if you want me to.
Yes, please start reading. Water.
Water. How much and what type of water to drink are topics of great debate among health experts and researchers. According to UK-based science journalist Caroline Williams, the guideline to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day came from a 1945 US National Research Council recommendation that some experts say has no scientific foundation. At the same time, many studies show the benefits of water. For example, it can increase metabolism and aids in digestion, circulation, and excretion. In work with their clients, Heather and Alia have found that a focus on water consumption has improved health across the board. This is not unusual. In fact, studies on
One
water
second, one second. संजय सर, आपने दिख नहीं रहा, जो पढ़ रही हैं वो दिख नहीं रहा. हाँ, अब रुक जाइए, please. Yes, please. Continue.
This is not unusual. In fact, studies on water and food consumption in US adults from 1999 to 2001 found that water consumers drink fewer soft drinks and fruit drinks and have healthier eating patterns, including more consumption of vegetables and fruits. Alia recommends her clients drink half their body weight in ounces. For example, a 150-pound person would drink 75 ounces of water, which is about 9.5 cups. She also asked them to drink 20 ounces, 2.5 cups of water first thing in the morning. While 2.5 cups of water in the morning may seem like a lot, the body is better able to absorb a large amount of water first thing in the morning before any food is taken. If you choose to experiment with this, make sure to wait 30 minutes before eating breakfast. It's very important to listen to your body when it comes to thirst because everyone's body is different. Depending on your size, level of activity, climate, and other factors, your body may need more water.
So I'll tell you very clearly, we're talking in pounds and we're talking in ounces. So 2.2 pounds is equal to a kilo. So if Alia is talking about a 150-pound person, you divide that into 2.2. So divide your weight by 2.2, and half of that is equal to your ounces. 30 ml is equal to 1 ounce. So get this very clear. If you're a 100-kilo man, then you're supposed to have 100-pound man. You're supposed to have 50 ounces of water. 50 ounces of water becomes like 30 ml. So please calculate accordingly and see. That is supposed to be your intake first thing in the morning before you start drinking and eating something. Plus, the science will keep unfolding. Let's go about it.
Freydon Batmangelji Geldij, MD, author of Your Body's Many Cries for Water, says that symptoms of dehydration are wide ranging because water impacts all of the body's functions. Some examples are allergies, arthritis, asthma, autoimmune diseases, cravings, fatigue, feeling unrested upon waking, hypertension, mood issues, phobias, irritability, anxiety, depression, thirst, thirst perception, type 2 diabetes. So, what type of water is best to drink?
1 second. Jitendraji, the page number is 152 in the proper book. Yes. Yeah.
So, what type of water is best to drink? This is also cause for much controversy. Tap water contains aluminium, fluoride, and disinfectants that make it harmful to the body. We recommend pure spring water as the best option because it comes from nature. But it's important to know the source of the spring water you choose. Some cities have delivery services that come in large, reusable glass containers, which is healthier than plastic bottled water of any size due to toxins in plastic bottles, even those that are BPA free. Other options to consider are a high quality carbon filter or a reverse osmosis RO filter. If you are filtering your water, we recommend adding minerals back in. Consider adding real sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, aluminium free baking soda, or our favorites, Polar Mints by Premier Research Labs and Anderson's Concentrated Mineral Drops, also known as Anderson CMD. You'll learn more about them in Chapter 6.
So the crux of this is, firstly, our water is already purified. We are using ROs. We are using a lot of things. Simply adding a little pink Himalayan salt to it or adding any fruit or vegetable to it will give it the right minerals. So, and if possible, please stay away from any plastic bottles, even if it's Tupperware bottles. Start going to glass bottles if possible, because glass is better of water, and just add anything which is infusing it to get it minerals, because our bodies are deprived of minerals, and then we have a lot of cravings and we have a lot of problems and we have fatigue and we have a lot of feelings because of dehydration. It's very, very important to. Yesterday what happened with me, just I was trying to travel and I did not have my water. Today I'm absolutely fatigued. I have no energy. This is how important water is. Copper bottles are great, but copper, you're only supposed to have half a liter of copper water. Why? And you're supposed to keep it just before sunset in the evening and then drink in the morning. You can't have from copper water the entire day. So copper water also has science. Please don't overuse it. You don't want to get over too much copper in your body also. So now let's move on to the other section of unrefined fats and oils.
Unrefined fats and oils. In the no-no section of this chapter, you learned why refined fats and trans fats are damaging to the body. While fats and oils were once vilified altogether, new studies have found that healthy, unrefined fats and oils have important properties for good moods, satiety, and therefore losing or maintaining healthy weight and brain health. Fats also help carry important vitamins like A, D, E, and K into the body. Essential fatty acids, that is, omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids, are important for the body and must be obtained from food. while omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are ideally consumed in the same ratio, 1:1. Western diets often contain way too many omega-6 fatty acids in a 16:1 ratio or 16 omega is to 6 to 1 omega is to 3. This can contribute to cardiovascular disease, cancer, inflammation, and autoimmune disease. An abundance of omega-6 fatty acids are found in polyunsaturated oils, which are vegetable oils. To ensure you get a better ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 essential fatty acids, eat a range of organic fats from animals fed their native diets, grass-fed, pasture-fed, along with unrefined extra virgin coconut oil and olive oil. The healthiest fats are organic, grass-fed, or pasture-fed animal fats and organic unrefined plant fats and oils. Here are some examples. Grass or pasture-fed animal fats, egg yolks, raw butter, ghee, lard from pork, tallow and suet from lamb and beef, and goose, chicken, and duck fat are all receiving new attention as experts realize their health value. Borage oil, coconut oil extra virgin, cod liver oil, flaxseed oil, choose high quality, store in the refrigerator, and use in small quantities. Hemp seed oil, olive oil extra virgin, palm oil. Please note that we do not recommend palm oil at this time because it is not sustainably harvested, which is adversely impacting the ecosystem and endangering animals, particularly the orangutan. Pumpkin seed oil. Yeah, that's it.
So, I think Kuldeep ji, you can show that video probably to this new Sangha. Kuldeep ji bought a small little machine in his house and he's actually making his own oils from it. So it's very easy to do that also. You can try anything. So even that works. Ultimately, oils are important, less usage, but the right oil is important rather than using the wrong oils. So just see how you want to work in case you want to work or you just don't want to work. Again, the choice is always yours. Yes, please.
How to use fats and oil for your best health. Did you know that cooking with polyunsaturated vegetable oils causes them to turn rancid? Rancid oils create unhealthy conditions in your body, such as upsetting the cholesterol balance and promoting immune problems and heart disease. Keep in mind that most oils are meant to be drizzled onto your food after cooking. For example, if you make grains or cook vegetables, drizzle some pumpkin seed oil on them at the table for delicious flavor. The following fats and oils, however, are meant for cooking. Animal fats, butter, ghee, tallow and sweet from beef and lamb, lard from pigs, chicken fat, goose fat and duck fat, coconut oil, palm oil. It is worth repeating here that although palm oil can be used for cooking, it is not sustainably harvested. For deep frying, only use tallow or lard. For temperatures under 400 degrees or for light sauteing, olive oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, and sesame oil. Grains, nuts, and seeds. Currently, grains are on the firing line due to books like Wheat Belly and Grain Brain, paleo and primal diets, which essentially eliminate grains, are also receiving a great deal of attention. There is good reason for this. Digestive diseases are on the rise, now affecting up to 70 million people in the United States alone. Grains are challenging for the small intestine to digest, so people working on gut health or insulin issues may want to remove them while they allow their digestive system to heal. Once healed, these folks can often reintroduce grains into their diet. Whole grains, no part of the grain is removed in milling, as opposed to lower quality processed grains, have many healing properties. Whole grains are a source of carbohydrates and protein, are rich in fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, can combat constipation, and boost serotonin, the body's happiness hormone.
So it's very clear, if you're having whole grains, not only will you not be constipated, you'll also be a happier person because you're putting the entire whole grain in your body. So please, as I always keep saying, go to the right people, have the right channels, and have the more wholesome food rather than having maida and all is not very advisable. So if you're having whole grains, you're going to be a much happier and a lighter person. Yeah.
If you are working on any healing protocol and want to include grains, it can be helpful to eliminate all packaged breads, crackers, and cereals and focus on cooking whole grains instead. We have some options for breads, crackers, and hot cereals in the recipes section that you can use to replace these processed foods. When it comes to eating grains, we recommend that you listen to your body and work with a health practitioner if you're uncertain about whether they are beneficial for where you are in your health journey. Using the food diary exercise at the end of this chapter will be helpful in identifying symptoms associated with eating grains and other foods so you can learn the language of your body. If you do eat grains, we recommend organic whole grains that are gluten-free, such as quinoa, buckwheat, millet, amaranth, and white basmati rice. Be aware that rice is known to contain arsenic, and brown rice contains significantly more of it than white rice does, according to consumer reports. Soaking your grains before preparing them is a great way to boost their digestibility, and we will show you how to do this in chapter 10.
So one thing for all the men and women, especially the women, soaking your grains is a good idea when you want to cook them, like especially rice and all, or your lentils also. It'll take off all the, and you just have to throw that water. And if you can actually move on to quinoa and buckwheat and millet and amaranth, it's amazing. So we started growing quinoa back in our village because it's so expensive here, but it's so cheap if you do it yourself. So if you have land, quinoa doesn't take too much of place. Of course, it's a little tedious. You need to have people. Start moving on to gluten-free stuff more to see what your body requires. And of course, at the end of it, you will have symptoms, and you can see in the end of this chapter what is good for your body, what is not. We all have to understand the language of our body. Right now, we are also understanding the language of our brain. Affirmations is a new language. Talking to us in positive is a new language. Creative visualization is a new language. Similarly, our body has a language. If a pain is coming, it's telling us that it's been abused. If it's having some kind of acidity or some kind of flatulence, it's telling you, I have been abused. So only give me what I require, not what you require. So it's a total change of our perception for our mind, body, and soul. So of course it takes time. It's not easy. Nothing is easy. Some people find it boring. Some people find it interesting. See what resonates with you and then move on. Yes, please continue.
Nuts and seeds are protein fats that can be a wonderful addition to your diet, making great desserts and on the go snacks. Full of antioxidants and fiber, nuts have been shown to reduce cholesterol, aid weight loss, and promote satiety so you feel full longer. While there are many delicious options for nuts and seeds, be aware that cashews, peanuts, and pistachios have been known to accumulate mold more easily and cause symptoms in sensitive people. It is important to listen to your body when eating nuts and seeds because eating too many can cause digestive symptoms. Learn to find the right level for you by using the food diary at the end of this chapter or working with a knowledgeable practitioner. We recommend choosing organic, raw nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds that are already roasted upon purchase have a greater chance of being rancid. Instead, you can roast them at home by placing them in the oven on the lowest temperature. Make sure to see the instructions in Chapter 10 for how to properly prepare nuts and seeds before roasting them. Remember to rotate your grains, nuts, and seeds rather than eating just one type every day or even every week. If you eat a food too often, your body could develop a sensitivity to that food, and eating a wide range of foods gives you more nutrients.
Thank you so much for reading that till today. Tomorrow we move on to electors. To get one thing very clear, seeds are very important. Whether you use them, कई लोग फांकी की तरह खा लेते हैं. आजकल available होते हैं boxes. You just chew them, eat them. Some people put on their salads. It's important to make your body beautiful and whole. It's important to give yourself the right nutrients. It's important to give yourself the right calcium, the right vitamins, and these come through your nuts and your grains. Of course, which grains are suiting us, which ones we want to try. There's a huge variety, and you can see them in the market. Monish from our own group has greensense.in. He's got all of them possible. But let's come down to which one is better for us by the end of this chapter, because then we can actually choose. Let's have the reader for the day for Heart Thought. Thank you, my dear Mitu. You were amazing in reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was really beautiful. Thank you for reading. Let's have a heart thought and let's have a reader. So if you can please raise your hand. Anyone? I've never heard Regu and Naveen ever read. You guys want to read? I've never heard you read. And I'm very inspired by your Facebook posts. So thank you for those. So it's beautiful. It's all about eternal life. I am on an endless journey through eternity. Today is a very exciting time of your life. You are on an adventure, wonderful adventure, and will never go through this particular process again. Isn't that amazing that all of us are on this wonderful adventure every other day, and what we are going through right now, we'll never go through again. So that's beautiful. So I'm not surprised that this couple, I've just thought of this couple and here they are. So please, I'm unmuting you. Please read for us. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. In the infinity of life, all is perfect, whole, and complete. The cycle of life is also perfect, whole, and complete. There is a time of beginning, a time of growth, a time of being, a time of withering or wearing out, and a time of leaving. These are all part of the perfection of life. We sense it as normal and natural, and though saddened at times, we accept the cycle and its rhythms. Sometimes there is a sudden, abrupt ending in mid-cycle. We are jarred and feel threatened. Someone died too young, or something was smashed and broken. Often thoughts that create pain remind us of our mortality. We too have an ending to our cycle. Shall we live out of its fullness, or will we too have an early ending? Life is ever changing. There is no beginning and no end, only a constant cycling and recycling of substance and experience. Life is never stuck or static or stale, for each moment is ever new and fresh. Every ending is a new point of beginning.
Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you. Today we had 4 fabulous readers, Mitu and Naveen. So thank you, both of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this chapter was beautiful and Naveen read so wonderfully. I'm on an endless journey through eternity. Everything has a reason. Something's withering, something's wearing out, something is growing, something's evolving. Everything has a reason, a flower, a human life. So shall we live life thinking on some terms, or shall we just live it to a full? So life is ever changing, and that's the beauty. Let's all start living our life of fullness, of finding that there were lessons to be learned. There are lessons to be learned. We have gone through a challenge and a journey only for a reason, especially mirror work. It will open all your blocked pores. So start going deeper within. Again, a request, everyone, please go through this book very, very carefully. Today is a very important chapter. You must write out those four big points. and see which ones work for you. Let's move on to a meditation. Thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for showcasing the fourth book for the day. Let's now move on to a meditation. So, you haven't missed any messages. I see 24 messages. Okay, the compliments from Neetu and Naveen. Great, fantastic. So let's check our postures. Our back straight. Our feet firmly placed on the ground below. Our eyes closed. And let's wear a smile. Let's inhale in love. Feel the love pulsating in every part of your being. Exhale love. Inhale light. It's brightening your world inside. And as you exhale, it's brightening the world outside. Inhale success. In whatever you do, find yourself successful. Exhale it. Wish others well. Success for them too. Life is abundant. Life is a miracle. Life is eternity. How we see it is how it unfolds. It's all about going inwards. Let's reflect within the deeper, deeper beings of ourselves. Let's go inwards and find our limitations. Find where we are stuck. Is it criticism? Is it fear? Is it guilt? Or are you resenting something? Understand where you're coming from. Understand what you feel about people and situations. All are a reflection of us. Whatever bothers you needs to be addressed. It's a reflection of your truest challenge. Simply start writing affirmations and change your programming. It's all in our hands. We are evolving for a better tomorrow. Let's write down our traits. Let's write down our affirmations. And let's meet the true us. Now, imagine a new door opening to a decade of great healing. Enter the room with this new door. Push it a bit and enter the world of newness. All about wonderful healing. Healing that we have never understood in the past. We are in the process of learning about all the incredible abilities that we have within us. Now we are learning to get in touch with those parts of ourselves that have all the answers and that are here to lead us, guide us in ways that are for our highest goods and for others' highest good. Now see this door opening wider and imagine taking a further step in. You're stepping in through it to find healing in many, many, many different forms. For healing means different things to different people. Some of us have bodies that need healing. Some of us have hearts that need healing. Some of us have minds that need healing. So we are open and receptive to the healing that each person needs. Let's push the door wider. Let's open the door for a wider personal growth. And as you step fully in this room, know that this doorway is open for us for a whole new life where we are personally evolving holistically, mind, body, emotions, and spiritually. In this new world of ours that we are creating, all of us are whole and complete, healed and radiating, glowing in love, glowing in life. We are releasing all our past limitations. We're evolving. We are restructuring, reprogramming, reanalyzing, understanding who we truly are. Welcome to the world of abundance, a world of a new you. And so it is. See yourself in this new world, radiating with joy. Whatever you wanted has come true. You have absolutely magical relationships, crystal clear thoughts. Your heart resonates with your mind. Whatever your mind thinks, your heart feels, and it gets manifested so easily. All your loved ones are prospering, they're joyful, they're healthy. You see yourself also as glowing in love, joyful, healthy, and prospering. All around you is prosperity. You have risen your consciousness. Others are high on consciousness. The world is a better place to live in. And it all starts from you. So be the change you want to see. And so it is. Now fold your hands in gratitude. Bend your heads in gratitude towards Mother Earth, planet Earth, and thank her for all that she's done for you. A silent inner prayer. Now bend down your head once again towards your life, the past lives or what you've lived in this life, present life that you're creating or living, and your future, which is nothing but magical. Whatever you want is there in your future, because now you know the power of reflection, going inwards, changing by affirming, creative visualization, and letting go of your past. So thank you, thank you, thank you, dear life. You are absolutely magical. Now open your hands in gratitude towards the heavens above. Feel yourself being blessed with the infinite energy. Feel yourself being washed with this energy from above. This light is shining bright and it's flooding you, flushing you with so much of electrons and neutrons and energy all around you. Dear heavens and universe, thank you for having our back. Dear divinities, thank you for showering us with the choicest best. Angels, thank you for always guiding us. Guardians, thank you for always keeping us from all the evil eyes, because we realize the evil is within and not outside. So now we're evolving, growing, and protecting ourselves and others. And in return, we are protected all the time. Expand our angel heart. We are yes people. We are people on a purpose of reinventing ourselves. Therefore, we are open and receptive to love, to goodness, to abundance in the universes. We are love, we are light. Let's close our hands once again, fold them together, and rub them in front. Bless your conscious subconscious. Thank you for understanding the need for us to change, dear brain, dear mind. We are people who are evolving. Thank you for partnering with us in our success. Dear face, thank you for seeing the right things in life, hearing the right things, smelling and sensing all things wonderful, speaking only of goodness, no more criticism, no more complaints. Seeing my future ever so bright. Bless our neck, our food pipe that's taking spiritual food in your body, our shoulders, our arms, upper to lower, our hands, upper back, middle back, spinal cord, lower back, our hips, lungs, chest, heart, entire gut area, legs upper to lower, soles of your feet, and come back up. Let's thank our trillions of cells. Let's thank our blood circulation system, muscles, tissues, fibers, glands, our bones, and our skin. Thank you, dear body, for healing me every day. And now I'm sharing my healing light with my Sangha, their loved ones, and all beings on Mother Earth. And so it is. Yanji, Ushaji, Pooja, Ritu, Prachi, Sanya, Kavita, Pratima ji, Aditi, Meetu, Alona and Sailesh, Chandra, Reema, Yashvi, Rigu and Naveen, Shubhra, Sangeeta, Nitin, Poonam, Neha, Harpreet, Asmeet, Anika, Karishma, Reena, Shelly, Sapna, Sakshi, Prashant, Shalu, Yuvi, Akshay, Ankita, Minakshi, Peena, Kripa, Shruti, Jitendraji, Bhuvan, Disha, Alifia, Richa, Ashish, Sakshi, Archana, Badri, Mehak, Niriksha, Radhika, Archana, Sunita, Gariman Gaurav, Nikita, Shivani, Shami and Ankur, Seema, Siddharth and Manna, Parul, Parul Gupta, Nisha, Hina, and to all others. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Thank you, Sanjay sir, for a fantastic morning. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you, Amrita. And thank you, Shweta. Thank you, everyone. Have an absolutely brilliant day. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.